for me. Gonna wish we never met on the day I leave. I brought you down to your knees, 'cause I say that misery.
Welcome to The Wall. In today's video, we'll talk about single mothers, their standards, and the difficulties they face during the divorce process. I'm not asking for anything other than your like. It really helps boost the content. Leave a comment with your experience and wisdom. We always pin the best one for the community. Subscribe, and without further introduction, let's get started.
These are the requirements that you need to have in order to date me, a single mom of 3 kids. Number 1 is that you need to be making at least $130K a year. And you need to have at least 2 side hustles. If you cannot make $130K or more, then you are out of my fucking league. How do you expect to give me money for my kids if you only make $50K a year? Second is I don't date men that are younger than me because for obvious reasons. So if you are 26 and over, then you qualify. 26 to 35 is the age limit. Okay, I feel like 35 is pushing it because they look old as fuck already. Oh, I'm 26. I'm a baby. So yeah, you have to have at least 3 cars under your name. Your second car has to have 8 seats because I have 3 kids. So I want them to be comfortable whenever we go with you on a trip or something. You want me to come with you? I'm going to bring my kids, and you need to have enough space for my kids. So that's why I require you to have an SUV and a vehicle of your own if you're going to be dating me. Another requirement is that you have to have a property under your name, and you have to be looking into getting your second property. You have to get a home that has 6 rooms because each of my kids have to be in their own room. So you have to be considerate. Purchase a house that has 6 rooms because that's only common sense. And if you cannot meet those requirements, then you're not the fucking one. The last requirement is that it has to be pink. If it's not pink, no. Pink and brown go together. Pink and brown. Like, what? Duvalin, you know?
Oh, hell no!
I hope this is a parody, because only a beta provider or a total simp would get involved in a situation like that. Also, having 3 kids at 26, didn't you have a TV at home to keep yourself entertained? Even if it's meant as a joke, many single mothers like this think they have the power to choose and to tell a man what he needs to have to date them. What they forget is that if their first husband, who met them at their prime, didn't stick around, why would a man who finds them on sale do it? That really gives you something to think about.
People that are single are seen as not being whole and all that, but also are living in a culture now where kind of boss bitch mentality is so praised. And this whole idea where it's like, well, I've got my routine, I've got my friends, I get my steps, I go to Pilates, I do this. Like, I don't need a man. I've like got all these other things that fill that void. If you look at the stats now, like more single women are going through like better education, more women are succeeding in the business, like women are like on the up. And along with that, that's like cutting down the availability of men because men are kind of going the other way where they're more suicidal, they're more addicted to porn, vaping, alcohol, drugs. It's quite scary to me where like this disconnect with men and women keeps growing bigger and bigger. And I don't think that's a bad thing that women should like try and be more successful in the workplace and go after. But also like, I don't think you realize how much like you do need men and men need women, and like being okay with that and kind of sitting in that a bit more and be like, I'm going to get to a certain age where I'll probably look back and be like, fuck, I kind of wish I had a family. Fuck, I've kind of missed a massive opportunity to be more.
Brothers, being a man is something wonderful. I grew up with strong men by my side, very close, and one of the habits my father instilled in me was reading, a highly underrated habit. I read a book called As a Man Thinketh and another one, The Compound Effect. Masculine strength isn't just about muscles or hard work. It's about a disciplined mind and commitment to yourself. Reading and constant self-improvement are tools that few truly value, but they're the foundation of any lasting success. For any man who wants to change his life, there are no excuses. Age is just a number. What really matters is the firm decision to invest in yourself day after day. True power comes when you stop depending on external circumstances and take control of your personal growth.
So I see women on this app like crashing out because of how horrible like their ex-husbands are, their baby dads are, just like ruining their life and just, making their life so difficult. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so horrible what those women are going through. And now I'm one of them. I filed for divorce 2 months ago. I've been trying to look for an apartment, and the places that I'm looking at, I need to make 3 times the rent to be able to rent them. And unfortunately, with my job, I'm a CNA. I don't make 3 times the rent. So I need a child support order to be able to add to my income so I can meet the requirement. And I've been trying to get into some sort of settlement with my soon-to-be ex-husband on that. And basically, he is blackmailing me, I guess. He wants me to sign away all rights I have to his military retirement. He is in the Army. He has been in for 18 years. He'll be retiring in 2 years. And I've been married to him the entire time. So the retirement's a marital asset. So I am entitled to part of it. We've been going back and forth and fighting about it, and I just can't take it anymore. I just want to leave. I just want to move out, and I just want to start my life over. So I offer to sign away my right to the military retirement in return for spousal support and the entirety of the savings account that we have. I send the proposal to my lawyer and tell her this is what I'm proposing to do. And she comes back and says, well, this is a bad idea. And then she says, well, you could get a temporary order from the court for the child support, but that's going to cost you $4,000 in legal fees, and it may not be binding because it's only temporary, so you may not even be able to use that to really add to your income. And she goes into this long thing, which I appreciate. I appreciate her telling me the legal stuff, because she's basically telling me you are an idiot to sign this away. And she does all the numbers, and the numbers don't make any sense.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
And why is your husband the bad guy here? You're getting divorced. What did you expect? A walk in the park? That he'd keep supporting you even though you're no longer his wife? That you could take all his money and assets without any pushback? When you get divorced, there are no victims, just people with interests or positions. Your interest is walking away with the biggest bag to fund your new life. His interest is not ending up broke. So don't get mad if the other side plays their cards right. Don't come around asking for pity if what you really want is money. But let's move on.
Basically, I'm giving away more to get less. She's basically trying to persuade me to kind of wait this out till the final order happens because it will go in my favor if I can just wait it out. But I can't wait it out because I have to stay in the house with this person. Yesterday, he called me the nanny. He said that I'm going to pay you child support and you're just going to be the nanny for my kids. When I told him, like, I need to try and stay in the district so our kids can keep going to their school. And the neighborhood that we're in is a little bit more expensive. So I need the child support order. And he said, it's not my problem. It's not my problem that you can't afford a place for them to live. In fact, I hope that's how it plays out, because I want the kids to see that you can't support them. I want the kids to see that you can't afford for them to live in a nice place. And I want them to know that they're going to have to go through a hardship because of what you did. Peer pressure campaign that he's been putting me under for the last 2 months since I filed is really him trying to get me to drop the whole thing. I honestly believe that. I honestly believe he just wants me to drop the whole thing. If I went to him and I said, okay, I'm just going to drop the divorce, got rid of my lawyer and then didn't do anything, I think he'd drop his lawyer and we would just go about life like before. I honestly believe that. I just think he doesn't want to not be married anymore to me. Not because he loves me or anything like that, but just because this is a big inconvenience to him. It's a big inconvenience, and he has to do all of these things he doesn't want to do, and all he wants to really do is just go to work, come home, play video games, watch some corn, and nap. And I'm disrupting all of his plans with my annoying, irritating divorce. This is very long, but I'm hoping that a woman's going to see what I'm going through, and say to yourself, I don't want to go through that. And it could easily be me, because it could easily be you. I am not special. I'm not special or unique. I'm just a woman. I'm just a woman with 2 kids. What can happen to you too?
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
This is pure, blatant victimhood. You're getting divorced, you want to take the kids, half his money, spousal support, compensation for the house, basically, half of everything. You even aim to get a cut of his retirement, and you expect him to be okay with that. What you build with your hands, you're destroying with your feet. You live in a nice place, with comfort, and now you want to leave while keeping that same lifestyle using your ex-husband's resources. He's absolutely right to protect himself with a lawyer. After all, you have one too, and your goal is to make things as difficult for him as possible. You don't even realize how your own lawyer is advising you to wait so you can leave with everything. There are no good guys or bad guys here. Marriage is a business. So don't take it personal, baby. It's just business.
Women.
Hearing some men on this app talk about they would never date a single mom with children, as if they are some magical golden prize. Pointing out that single moms just come with baggage. Meanwhile, Jerry, you're in 3 situationships. Like, let's talk about your little carry-on baggage there, shall we? And I'm going to speak from experience here. Yes, there are some women out there who are toxic who have not done their healing. I'm not going to deny that. But that's a human issue, not a single mom issue. And last I checked, healing is individual. And by you lumping all single moms into a category just shows your lack of emotional maturity. So trust me when I say you don't have to worry about this single mom looking twice at you. Because looking at your profile, I'm almost certain that I would run circles around you any day of the week. Have a great day.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
This woman was clearly rejected by Jerry. She's trying to compare herself to him, as if they were in the same position, while Jerry keeps his options open without committing to anyone, especially steering clear of anything serious with a single mom. She wants to brag about having more suitors. But here's the real issue, the quality of those suitors. Jerry might go out with fewer women, but out of 10 he sees, at least 5 would want him as a serious partner or husband, including her. Meanwhile, a single mom might date 20 men and, if she's lucky, 2 might want something serious. Maybe 1, if she lands a beta provider. Because even if a Toyota sells more units, it can't compete with a Ferrari. We've reached the end of the video, but before we go, the questions are for you. Would you date a single mother of 3 kids? Do you think this man is really the bad guy in the divorce? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Your support means the world to us and motivates us to create more content. Stay tuned for the next exciting video from the wall.